it was as simple as just waiting out some folks down there to get out of some buildings, we could have waited a lot longer.
Hey guys, it's JohnyTechReview. Today I have a quick review for you of this Dexors X5 dashcam. So this is a pretty nice 1080p dashcam, and it's a very small little unit. As you can see here, this is everything that comes in the package. You have the user manual. There's also a warranty certificate. It's a 1-year warranty. You have the dashcam itself with the mounting, which I already have it in place here. A little cleaning cloth. You have an 8 gig micro SD card with the adapter. You have a long, about 10 feet power cable here. With a cigarette adapter. You also have another mini USB cable that can be used for data transfer, or also use it as power if you wish to use maybe like a USB charger in your car, and you can use this also. In my experience, because I have a lot of device hookup in my car, I just use a USB cable to plug it into this guy, and it works pretty well. So here's the dash cam. As you can see, again, very small, look very nice. Has this big massive lens and kind of like almost like a camera lens, but it does not move. This is all fixed, and there's the lens up front there. This is an f1.8 lens, so that provides a decent amount of light capturing, and I think it has 6 elements according to them, and it works pretty well. The unit here is actually made out of metal. All this is kind of metal. This is like semi-plastic, but everything around here is metal, and it looks pretty nice. So on the screen here, you still have the screen protector, but you have here kind of like the enter button up and down, and then you have here the OK button. On this side here, you have the power button. There's the slot for the micro SD card, and here is the M button for mode. It's also acts as a mute button when you are recording. On this side here, we have the power and data port. There's a mic input right here, and here's the HDMI out. And up here you have the mount itself. So the mount is pretty cool. You can rotate this mount in various different directions, and it's kind of like sticky and works pretty well. It will stay in place. It doesn't vibrate that much. It's good. Up front here you can press this little button and release it, as you can see right now. And what makes this mount pretty unique is that this mount will go into your windshield, and you can actually lock it up by just pulling this lock here. And when that is locked, you basically want to plug the power cable into here so that the power gets transferred to this guy here, which is quite nice. So if you need to take this off, you don't have to unplug the cable. I mean, you can use the power delta if you want to, but this is pretty easy. You can just plug it straight right into here, and it get power from this little mount that's being transferred over here. So as far as the dashcam itself, it's a pretty nice dashcam. The quality, the video quality is okay. It's not the best video quality, I gotta be honest. Dexors make another version, I think it was the X7, I believe, that I reviewed previously, that has a really nice 1440p kind of resolution, really nice resolution, a lot more higher resolution, and the bit rate was a little bit higher, and the quality of the video was a little bit better. In this video, at 1080p, it looks pretty nice, but for me, I'm watching on my 1440p, I can definitely see some pixelation. I think it's because the bit rate is not very high. This has basically all the features like your automatic come on and off with your car, and automatic start recording and stop recording. You also have loop recording, which you can pick from various different settings. I'll show you that in a minute. But for loop recording, in my experience, I used the 3-minute loop recording, and the file size was about 280 megabyte per 3 minutes. So with the 8 gigabyte card, you're getting roughly about 90 minutes before the oldest file get overwrite. One thing that I did notice, this camera is missing is a lock button. Normally with a lot of other dash cam, you can just press the lock button to immediately lock the footage. And in this camera, that is not an option. You have to set kind of like the G sensor, and with the G sensor, when it activated, let's say you have a car accident or maybe just a high vibration, it will move that file out so that file doesn't get overwrite. So my trick around it, if I want to record something, I just tap the camera a little bit, and that will save the recording. So yeah, there's no really button to lock that, but it does has the G sensor ability. It has a very small battery for short period uses like this, but it works fine. You can see here you have some option here on the screen, and you can see you have your loop recordings on for 3 minutes. It's in video mode. There's wide dynamic range. You actually get in pre-edition lighting for the various different conditions. So for example, if you're driving in mid-noon day and you have really bright sun and stuff, this actually works pretty well to reduce those images and get you a pretty nice kind of like range between the the really dark area in the road and the really bright sky, and it works pretty well. 1080p right here, HD, and there's the timestamp down here. You can turn those up during recording if you wanted to. So you press the menu button over here, you will get the setting, and in here you can see the resolution. We can press OK here, and you can see 1080p HD. You can do 720p at 60 frames per second, and some of the other options you have is all the way down to VGA, which is 640 by 480. You can see here we have loop recording. I have it set to 3 minutes, but you can go all the way to 10 minutes if you want to. I like the 3 minute option, so it make a 3 minute file, and after 3 minutes over, make a new file, and eventually when you run out of space, it delete the oldest one. Wide dynamic range right now. There's the microphone. You can turn it on and off. G sensor, here's the setting right here. You can set it to various different level. I like to leave it in the medium, and it works pretty well. And here's daytime stamp. You can set off that. Parking mode, this is allow the camera to go into a standby mode, and when you detect motion, it will start recording. If you press the menu button again, take you to the general setting. Daytime stamp, you can set the license plate to display your car license plate. I don't know why you want to do that, but that's an option here. TV mode, yeah, frequency. You can set you to have the screen turn off after a period of time, so your camera will still recording, but the screen is not on to distract you. You can reset the default setting here, and also there's the version number. This button here also acts as a mode switching. So you press it, it will go to picture mode, and then you can take a picture, and that works well. And in that mode you actually have a different setting. So here you go, resolution, I believe just go up to 5 megapixel. There you go. And if we go down here, we have quality. You can set anti-shake on. That's a digital anti-shake. HDR setting, daytime stamp. You can also click it again here to go into the preview mode. So there's a memory card in here. You can replay those pictures and videos. And so as far as the sound quality of this guy, this mic here does a pretty good job of recording everything inside the cabin. So if I was talking to someone in the car or I'm listening to the radio, it'll pick it up. It also pick up a little bit of road noise. So if there's a crash or something, you probably will hear that. The mic is pretty sensitive, so it does pick up a lot of noise. So just keep that in mind. I'll give you guys an idea of what it sounds like here.
Echoed today at the press conference when the sheriff, Dave Ward, talked about the effect of having the militants coming and going from the refuge like that.
So overall, it's a very nice small little camera. It's not very expensive. This is kind of like the mid-range model. I think the price are pretty decent for this, and you're getting everything to get started. You get your power supply, you mount, it comes with an 8GB memory card, which is a Kingston micro SD, and it works pretty well. So, again, 90-minute recording. So that's pretty much my quick review of this Dexors X5 dashcam. I hope it helped you in your purchase decision, and if you have any question, let me know in the comment below. And as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.